quick impromptu IGTV about night shift because I think a lot of people need to hear this. I've been on nights for feels like forever. I actually was on days for a while. Now I'm going to be back on nights a little more because we're short. I'm per diem, so I just am super flexible with my schedule. But I've been on nights for a long time in the past. And I pride myself on feeling like I cracked the code to it and really crushing night shift. And I obviously want to pass that on to you guys because I know so many people struggle. So I want to remind you guys today that yes, I preach that you need to have a routine that works for you on lock. And I have figured that out for myself. I know exactly to a T what I need to do to transition from days to nights, nights to days, what to do in between my shifts, all the things so that I can have energy on nights, off of nights, and just live my life. But I want to remind you guys that flexibility in this routine is so key, not for your energy and all the things I just described, but for your purpose and for your happiness on nights. Don't forget that this is still your life and your schedule. You're in control and your happiness is the priority. So stop shaming yourself when you F up the routine or the schedule. And sometimes I also want to remind you that it can be intentional, that you change it, because your life isn't the same every single day, every single week. So for example, today I slept until 4 o'clock, or I woke up at 4 o'clock in the afternoon today for my night shift when I'm transitioning back to days. Normally, based on my routine that I've had on lock and all of that, I would wake up around 1:30, 2 o'clock and be up, and then I know that I'm going to go to bed around like 11 or 12, and then I'm back on days. But today I just felt tired, and in my head I was like, what are the things I have to do going forward in the next few days? Don't have to be up for anything tonight. Like, I don't have plans. Don't have to be up early in the morning for anything. And the things that I have to do, like my to-do list, are things I could do at 2 p.m. or 2 a.m. It doesn't matter. So why not give myself a little bit of extra rest and kind of prolong that transition back to days, 12 hours or a day longer than I would normally. And that made me happier. That made me more in my purpose to do that, because now I'm not as stressed about being up and knowing that I'm going to be a little more tired and groggy. Like, I got a ton of rest, and I'll go to bed when I go to bed tonight, because it doesn't matter when I transition back. I'm off for the next 4 days. So yes, normally if I was going back to days and I had things I had to get done, I would stick to my normal routine because that's in my back pocket. I've developed that and I have it on lock. But I just want to remind you, so often we're shaming ourselves. We're doing this to ourselves to make ourselves feel like shit that we slept in or slept too much. No, it's okay. Do what you need to do. If waking up for the few hours of sunlight really mean a lot to you and you know that that's going to impact your happiness, stick to the routine, wake up, get out on that walk while you still have some sunlight. But if you're like me and you're like, it's COVID, I don't have plans with anybody, I don't have places to be, I'm going to be inside anyway at my house doing all the same things, whether it is 4 p.m. or 4 a.m., then let it ride. It's okay. And I just think someone needed to hear this today, so I just kind of randomly came on IGTV to tell you guys this and remind you that I do that too, even though I preach having the routine and doing all of the things. So drop in the comments if this is something that you've been struggling with, or if you need a little more advice on something. Drop a question about night shift. Let's dive in, and I'll talk to you guys soon. These are restocked in the shop, by the way. So I'm drinking my morning coffee at 7 p.m.